Welcome back to the channel. If you would like to improve the accuracy and the safety of making crosscuts on your table saw, check out this crosscut sled by POWERTEC. For less than it would cost to build one, this sled has many nice features. I found it on Amazon when it was on sale for $119. It was so popular at that price that it sold out for a while. Now it generally sells from $149 to $175. So hopefully look around and you can find it at that lower sales price. I'll put a link to it down in the description if you're interested. You'll need to put it together, but that's not a big deal. Let's take a look at its features as we assemble it. The sled has a nice laminated finish and has this big miter gauge embedded into it with large, easy to read numbers. That makes setting up accurate miter cuts super easy. So the first thing you do is flip it over and put these self-adhesive wear resistant strips on the back. Just peel the backing off and stick them in place. The sled comes with this aluminum miter bar that has 8 nylon adjustment screws. It comes with this small screwdriver for making the adjustments on the set screws. Plan was to show making the adjustments on the miter bar to fit in the slot on the table saw before installing it on the underside of the sled. I had to go to plan B when I found out the miter bar is too wide for the slot on my old Craftsman. I looked around and read that the older Craftsman table saws have a narrower miter slot than what is considered standard these days. So keep that in mind if you got an older Craftsman table saw. Mine's over 30 years old, and I haven't seen any information on when Craftsman changed their specs to meet today's standard. With that snafu, my assembly time was considerably longer as I had to take time to file down the width of the miter bar. Assuming your table saw has the standard miter slot width, set the screws in the bar so there's no slop in the channel, but so the bar still travels freely. Then fasten the bar to the bottom of the sled through these countersunk holes on top. Next, we're going to attach the laminated fence face to the extruded aluminum fence. Place the T-bolts in the track on the fence. And insert the bolts through the holes in the fence. Secure the fence extension in place with these round threaded knobs. Now take the nylon bushing, install it over the threaded insert on the sled. Take your fence, place it over the bushing, and install the threaded star knob. On the other end of the fence, insert this T-bolt through the slot on the underside. And tighten down the other star knob on the fence. Now you can set your miter cuts anywhere from 0 to 50 degrees. The crosscut sled comes with this flip stop. It slides into this T-track and locks down for making exact repeatable cuts. It also comes with this hold down clamp on the blade side, which makes it much safer, especially when cutting shorter pieces of wood. Being that this crosscut sled isn't made for any particular saw, you'll need to trim the edge of it off to fit your saw. The edge of your sled now precisely locates your cut line and provides extra support to minimize tear out. Your laminated fence face can be extended out to give more support for your workpiece. Just make sure when you're doing miter cuts to push it back in, otherwise you'll accidentally get it cut off. And finally, we need to calibrate the zero line on the miter gauge indicator, which will ensure exact angles on your miter cuts. First, we need to make sure that the fence is square with the saw blade. So take an accurate square, place it against the saw blade, and adjust the fence until it is exactly square with the blade. Use the included hex wrench to turn the adjustable set screw until it contacts the back of the fence. This will now act as a stop every time you return the fence to zero. Then, using a screwdriver, adjust the acrylic plate until the hairline is directly over the zero. So that's pretty much it. If you're looking for a nice crosscut sled at a reasonable price, the POWERTEC sled is a really good choice. I like it for its sturdy build, safety, and accuracy that it gives me on my crosscuts. So I really hope you found the video useful. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, which really helps out the channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.